Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with a video that was requested. 12 summer date night sexy fragrances. And now these are obviously sexy to me, and the caveat with this is I had to think about it immediately. I didn't give myself more than 10 minutes to put this video together because it would have taken weeks because this is hard. And the other thing is I wanted to make sure these were on none of my summer lists, and I haven't talked about them too much, so I went out of my way to make sure that these aren't ones that I've been discussing too much lately, because I don't want them to be on all of the lists, because pretty much most of my summer list I could have put in this list, but this is going to be different. So these are 12 fragrances, therefore it's going to take too long to talk about 12 fragrances. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to briefly talk about each one. Again, don't like long videos. I don't think I'm ever going to like long videos. So I'm going to talk about them, and if you guys want to see a video on one that I haven't done a video on, let me know and I'll do it. I'm going to start off with the ones I've already done videos on. So let's start. All right, so I've only done videos out of 3 of these, but we're going to go ahead and do those anyways. This one I just smelled recently and I was like, man, I should have been wearing this more. From the House of City Rhythm, it is City Rhythm Miami. I have obviously put a pretty good dent in this bottle because this is a really high concentration, but it has coconut, it has saffron, it's boozy, it's got lime, but really it's really more boozy than anything. So for me, I can wear it all day and it works really well on high heat, but the booziness makes it super appropriate for evening. And I love that. So this one comes off as really sexy off of my skin. So summer date night, Miami, such an easy choice from the House of City Rhythm. Next. So I just did this video, so I'm gonna talk very, very little about it. From the House of Genre, is Genre Rouge et Blanc. We have One Indie Red after next. This is a really good one. It's a fruity aquatic. It's got kind of a darker edge to it from the saffron and a touch of incense in the top. The muskiness, the ambergris, everything pulls it together enough to transition into the evening, where it kind of combines up with the apple and the melon and makes it a really sexy but high heat appropriate fragrance. You can wear it on a date night, you can wear it out clubbing. It just works and it's sexy. Next. So this next one, it's just a huge compliment getter from the House of Jean Paul Gaultier. It's Libo. This is one I'm going to be getting a backup of because this is the EDT and I love it so much. And it's got that citrusy top, and it's got the creamy coconut and the tonka and the base. That tonka kind of goes and goes and goes, and you don't think that this fragrance is still on you, but it is, and it smells so sexy, and I get compliments on it. And honestly, just the color of the juice itself is gorgeous. And I'll be wearing it for day night for me this week because it's that good, and I kind of forgot about it until I started putting this fragrance list together. If you haven't checked out Libo, the OG, guys, you 100% need a bottle of this. This is gorgeous. It's ultra unisex, especially for the Lamal line. I think the coconut has everything to do with that. Next. So let's do the next few indie from the House of Zernel Gilly. It's Disco. So guys, this fragrance has things like a sweet tobacco and vanilla, but it also has fresh notes that really balance out the fragrance and kind of make it perfect for evenings year round, but I think it does really well in summer. It is a very potent fragrance, so you can wear it to dinner or clubbing. Zernel is a DJ, which that's why all of his fragrances are going to be musically themed. This is the first one from the house. It is really good, and it's gotten me so many compliments, and I love that it's so potent. A couple sprays on my neck have gone all day, and people at work have told me how good I smelled. And it works really well in the evening specifically. Honestly, if you haven't tried Disco, 100% give it a shot. No one has smelled this and not liked it. It's just a real people-pleasing fragrance, and it is a little bit different than what you're going to be able to get on the market these days anyways. Next. So this one was sent to me by Jeremy, one of my buddies, on Instagram. So shout out to Jeremy. I'm going to link his Instagram profile down below. It is Atelier de Parfums from Irene and Pierre Laplage. Now these are really inexpensive, and they say the notes right on the front. This is coconut, myrrh, and labdanum. This is kind of a richer, almost boozier scent, and when I wear it, it just seems more appropriate in the evening, and I get kind of a powderiness to it in the dry down. It is really sexy, but I tried to wear it in the daytime, and it was fine. The coconut suggested daytime could work, but obviously, you know, myrrh and labdanum, they kind of go more evening, and this was definitely an evening fragrance, so I've pulled it off in the evening. It is really sexy. It's not a beast mode performer, but to me, it kind of pulls people in, and this is a little denser, I would say, so you don't want this to be beast mode in summer evenings, but because it's pretty decent without going to beast mode, it works. So it draws people into you. It is really sexy. It's got the perfect amount of powderiness, in my opinion. Again, really nice fragrance, super affordable. I will link it down below, and look at the color of the juice. Yeah, it is really nice. Honestly, it's got some nice spice to it. I honestly really like this one. Again, if you're looking for something in the evenings, give this a shot. Next. And since I have a decant of this, I'm gonna tell you I am gonna get a full bottle. This was one I was really torn on from the House of Hermes. It's Terre de Hermes EDT. I sprayed this on paper and I didn't care about it at all. I didn't hate it or love it. I sprayed it on my skin the first time, I thought it was fine. I sprayed it on my skin the second time, I started to like it. I sprayed it on my skin the third time, I loved it. It has this kind of like, it's like almost spicy on my skin in a weird, sexy way. It just does something on the skin, and I can't really describe it because dirty orange doesn't sound sexy, it sounds gross. But that's not really the scent exactly that I'm getting on my skin. It just sounds really a lot different than what you're gonna be picking up off skin. I like this so much. Again, I don't love that it is a, you know, it costs more than most designers, but as soon as I finish my 8 mils of this, which I will, I 100% will, and I love that I have a travel atomizer because, you know, it's summer, I kind of move around a lot. It's nice to be able to take it with me. I'm gonna get a full bottle. First, I'm gonna try the Rasasi clone of it because I have to, because why not? It's super inexpensive, but if that's not it, I'm just gonna get a full bottle of this because it's really that good. Next. All right, so I only have one niche one left, and I don't think that this is the one that I put in the summer list. So from the House of Simone Androli, it's Leisure in Paradise. I have 3 Simone Androlis, and I think they're kind of all for summer. I have Leisure in Paradise, Malibu Party in the Bay, which I think is more daytime appropriate, and I have Ocean of a Midnight Moon. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that one right. That one I haven't worn that much because the first time I wore it, I didn't care for it, and the eye monitors was leaking. It was kind of the perfect storm for me to not really care about that one at all. But this one, the reason I'm saying it's night is because it is a sweeter fragrance. If you like something like Cruz del Sur 2 by Serjoff, you would like this a lot. But this is a better value for your money, in my opinion. Yeah, it is a much thicker, fruity scent. It is not something I would really gravitate towards to in the daytime. If I have, though, I've layered this with Malibu Party in the Bay, and it's done well because that one is a little bit more citric, more acidic from the lime. And this one is a little richer, a little denser from the kind of sweeter, fruity notes. This works really good in the evening, though, and it's beautiful. It really is. I mean, honestly, it's a really nice scent, and it's one that I feel like I should wear more because it is that good. Next. So I shouldn't have to talk too much about this one. I don't think I added it to any of the lists, but it's a really good one. And this DNA, I wear the EDT a lot, but EDP is what I gravitate towards for nighttime from Mont Blanc. It's a Legend EDP. I know, so basic, just a woody, fresh, clean fragrance with a little bit of leather in the background to make it a little bit more nighttime appropriate. This never doesn't get compliments, ever. This one or the EDT, they both slap. Sure, it's been smelled before, but you layer this little Bath & Body Works Teak Work lotion, and you are so solid. Evening, date night, club, whatever you want to do, this works and it stays sexy. Next, we got a couple blue bottles, so let's go ahead and start with this one. Let's do from the House of Polo. It's Gold Blend EDP. The reason I picked this for summer nights is because, yeah, it has kind of an aquatic feel to it. It's got a little bit of saltiness to it. but it's got that blue vibe. It's got a little spice to it. This one always gets me compliments even when I don't notice that it's still there, which is really cool. And if you really want to have a great time, layer it with a little bit of ISO-E Super and chef's kiss. It's that good. This one does really well. And to be honest, I think the spice in here makes it a little sexy, and the aquatic nature mixed with like the blue and the little bit of spice, it just does really well off my skin, or at least it comes off a little spicier off my skin, and it's really beautiful. I got this for a decent price, but then I found it at luxury beauty store for an even better price. So if you guys have one of those next to you, keep your eyes out for these bottles, because they were there recently. I mean, they're in and then they're out, but if you can find them, they're a pretty good deal. Next. So I've talked about the Wanted by Night a lot, but I haven't talked about this one from the House of Azzaro. It's Azzaro Wanted. Yes, this does have a sweetness to it. I don't feel like it's ultra bubblegummy. Yeah, maybe a touch, but nothing like Invictus like I thought it was gonna be. It's there, but I feel like the ginger is there and it changes it up to me, and it makes it kind of like a little bit sexier and a little bit more fun to wear in the evening. And it's really nice, and it gets compliments. Honestly, all of the Wanteds get compliments. I don't like the Most Wanted. I haven't tried the Most Wanted Parfum yet, but the Most Wanted was just way too sweet for me, and I didn't like it at all. This one though, and Wanted by Night, I love. Wanted by Night, I have 100 ml, and I have a 150 ml, and I have a 15 ml travel atomizer. That's how good that one is. This one I just got, and I started wearing it, and I really like wearing it. So in the summer, I've been able to pull for it day or evening, but I would really pull for it on date nights because it just does date night well. It's got a little bit of spiciness to it. Spiciness tends to be sexy. To me, that ginger just pops. It's nice, it's sweet. It's well-rounded. Next. Right, I really need to do a video on this one soon because it is discontinued, but you can still find it, and I need to do it while you can still find it, from Bulgari. It's Bulgari Aqua Atlantique. I am getting the reference between this and Dylan Blue. This is the crazy part. I didn't buy this for the last couple of years because they made the reference that this is similar to Dylan Blue. I like this more than Dylan Blue now. It has more of a grown edge to it. It's got a little bit of saltiness. I'm gonna spray it because I really like it. Yeah, you got that blue vibe, you got a little sweetness, but you also got a little bit of saltiness, and it just is sexy. And a lot of times if I'm going out with people and I let them pick between a bunch of scents, if this has made it in there, this has made it in the top 3, because usually I pick out 12 and ask them to pick between that. So top 3 is a really big deal, and this is that good. I don't hate the bottle, but I don't love it because this one I couldn't find a tester of. If you find a tester, get the tester. Because the tester has this little plastic thing that you can sit in. If you buy the not tester, you just have to lay it down. You have to find a place that's big enough to where you can lay it down. This room is really busting at the seams, so once I get my new shelving, it'll be a different story. But it smells that good. Next. Alright guys, this is something I've done a first impressions video on, from the house of Vince Camuto. It's Vince Camuto. Gin, juniper berries, fresh notes, birch. It is different, and I've gotten compliments on it already. I wore it once and got complimented. I was told I smelled so good. This is a killer fragrance, guys, and it is so inexpensive. I'll link it down below. This fragrance I liked so much, and I was thrown off so much by it. Shout out to beautylab.com for sending it out to me, that I want to try to pick up probably the entire Vince Camuto line, because bang for buck is insane on these. Anyhow, that's my time. It seems like it's running really long already. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it, be subscribed to my channel, hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop a new video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!